Welcome to Surrealism, the bridge between reality and dream. Throughout this video, you'll hear quotes from surrealists and contemporary writers whose work echoes the methods and themes of surrealism while you're viewing surreal images and art. I'm Tandy Tillinghast, writer and instructor, and thank you for listening to my passion for surreal detail. It is only at the approach of the fantastic, at a point where human reason loses its control, that the most profound emotion of the individual has the fullest opportunity to express itself, emotion unsuitable for projection in the framework of the real world. André Breton, Limits, Not Frontiers of Surrealism. The imagination likes to find details that don't belong, that don't fit. The familiar gives way, not to the weird, but to the experience of a truth caught in mid-air. I do not read Russian, but I understand Shklovsky's term in Russian, ostranение, literally to mean making strange. The moderately strange in the middle of the ordinary is the lens for focusing the ordinary. Without it, the ordinary has nothing against which to define itself. Charles Baxter, on defamiliarization. In other dwellings, facades have crumbled away to reveal inner beams, empty rooms, green pools of rainwater. The few windows that still have glass in their frames reflect back rectangles of sky. Saplings grow from ruptures in the street. Flights of pink-rimmed clouds sail overhead. Anthony Doerr, Afterworld, from Memory Wall, set during World War II. Often, inspiration for surrealism and dreams comes from the bizarre in nature or our own visual distortion. The clamoring mind and heart stilled, almost indifferent, certainly disembodied, frail and exhausted. The hills were hushed, obliterated. Up in the sky, like a crater from some distant cataclysm, was a hollow ring. Annie Dillard, Total Eclipse. Where do you see the surreal in your everyday life? Watch for it. According to André Breton, surrealism was a means of reuniting conscious and unconscious realms of experience so completely that the world of dream and fantasy would be joined to the everyday rational world in an absolute reality, a surreality. It is a green, a color never found in nature. This green haunts the edges of almost knowing, along with that feeling of succumbing to something that laps away at the safe edges of your life. Marjorie Sander, Rhapsody in Green. The technique of art is to make objects unfamiliar, to make forms difficult, to increase the difficulty and length of perception because the process is an aesthetic end in itself and must be prolonged. Viktor Shklovsky's Art as Technique. Symbols are objects that stand for ideas, events, or emotions. Surrealists also use symbols as a method of telling a story, both visually and in writing. Often, contemporary artists are inspired by former surrealists. Imitation is a form of flattery, as they say. In Magritte's original paintings, hats may have symbolized the role of man in society, status, or class. Dalí often used human body parts like hands, also the desert and time. Kahlo explored medicine, the female role and body, along with pain. How are these symbols transformed when explored by contemporary artists? If surreal images cause us to re-see or examine the reality in written or visual form, they can cause us to reconsider real-world issues we may dismiss or skim past. Do any of these images, for instance, make you think about climate change? What symbols or ideas from Surrealism appear in your imagination or haunt your dreams? What concerns about reality plague you? How can you use surreal detail in writing, art, or creation to cause readers or viewers to re-see these issues with fresh, widened eyes? Yi Ting Pong's comment, "Surrealism establishes a bridge between the physical realm and the domain of dreams and illusions," inspired the title of this presentation. Thank you for allowing me to share my passion for surrealism, writing, and art. I hope you enjoy your own surreal or magically real creations soon. Be well, Tandy.